Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which at the time of this recording is holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up to our next key area of resistance at around the $0.5 mark. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, where we had been seeing a bit of a breakdown to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 in a move that has managed to get into the minimum retracement area, which lies between the $0.4133 mark and the $0.2749 mark, in a move that gave us a low at around the $0.3 mark. And having managed to get into the minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2, I now believe that Fantom has done the minimum that we expected this second wave to the lower side to do, and we have now bottomed out in the formation of that wave 2, and whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive run up to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3. And all this is playing out after we fully peaked in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1, and that was after seeing a 5-wave structure of this Elliot wave structure right here in red, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $0.6526 mark, and also completing the formation of this first wave to the upper side. And before I get further into the technical analysis to give you the short-term scenarios and also sketch out my target areas to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first sketching out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that now gives me a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.0996 mark, and that is the minimum that I'll be expecting Fantom to do here in the formation of that wave 3, and that is what I'm expecting here on the long-term scenarios. And in the formation of this wave 3, which is also an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 3, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas and also giving us the high for that wave 3 to the upper side. And it is this micro Elliot wave count within the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 that is going to give me the short-term scenarios, and I believe this is better seen here on the 1-hour chart. So jumping to the 1-hour chart for further analysis and to give you the short-term scenarios here on the 1-hour chart, you can see that after seeing our low in the formation of this wave 2 within this yellow target area down here, we started this massive run up to the upper side of being the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in blue, which is the micro Elliot wave count within the formation of that wave 3, where I'm expecting the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas to the upper side in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. And getting back to the short-term scenarios, basing it on this Elliot wave structure right here in blue, where you can see that we have now peaked in the formation of that first wave to the upper side in a move that gave us a high at around the $0.532 mark. And after seeing the high for that first wave, whatever we expected next was a corrective structure to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, I was able to come up with a minimum retracement area in the formation of this wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, which is a target area that lies between the $0.4195 mark and the $0.3543 mark, which is a target area at the time of this recording we have managed to get into in a move that has now given us a low at around the $0.3973 mark. And there are high chances that we have now bottomed out in the formation of this wave 2, and whatever we are seeing at the moment is a reaction of the area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and there are high chances that the low that we made at around the $0.3966 mark is the low for this second wave. And whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive run up to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3. And you can see that after making our low in the formation of this wave 2, if I give you a measure from that low, you can see that now the market is up by more than more than 10%, which is a very nice bounce to the upper side. And at the time of this recording here on the 1 hour chart, we are also holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4 hour chart, on the 1 hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up. And there are high chances that the moment we manage to break above the high that we made at around the $0.4559 mark, that would be the first confirmation that we are back into the formation of that wave 3, and we are starting to show some impulsiveness in the formation of that wave 3. And the next target that I'll be watching is our next key area of resistance at around the $0.5 mark, and a break above that key area of resistance, then I'll be watching for a successful retest, continue gearing up, and also see a break above the first wave high that is at around the $0.5343 mark, and a break above that, then that will be total confirmation that you are back in the formation of that wave 3 to the upper side, and sketching out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3, assuming that Fantom is not going to give us one more leg down in the formation of that wave 2, and that the low for that second wave is in. I can use the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that now gives me a target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.7663 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect that wave 3 to the upper side to do. And in that movement, I will also be watching other key areas of resistances in between our target area in the formation of that wave 3 and the current price that we are trading within. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. Continue watching for a break above the high at around the $0.4559 mark, because a break above that will trigger even higher prices to get us to our next key area of resistance at around the $0.5 mark. And the moment we manage to break above that, watch for a successful retest before we can continue gearing up to fully maximize our target areas in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.7663 mark. And getting back to the 4-hour chart to take a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 50 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have been able to print a bullish cross, and we're also seeing a massive increase in the buying momentum here on the MACD, suggesting higher prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.